boys and girls, it's Miss Reynolds with B.O.R.E.D, Better Off Reading Every Day. Today we have 4 books for you, and these are all David Shannon books. The first book is David Goes to School. The second is Good Boy, Fergus. The third is Alice the Fairy. And the fourth is Bugs in My Hair. Boys and girls, are you ready? Happy Monday. David Goes to School. David's teacher always said, "No, David, no yelling, no pushing, no running in the halls." David, you're tardy. Sit down, David. Don't chew gum in class. David, raise your hand. Keep your hands to yourself. Pay attention. Wait your turn, David. I don't care who started it. David, recess is over. God, I love recess. Shh. Do you notice that shh makes a noise? So it's not really quiet then. Again? That's it, mister. You're staying after school. David, have you finished? Good job, David. Good job, David. That might be my favorite. Yes, David, you can go home now. Boys and girls, let me take you back to my favorite page. Because you know I always have a favorite page. So many favorites. All right, this one's my favorite. Wait your turn, because they're on the lunch line and you can see the lunch person serving the lunches. You can see everybody online. You can see them with their little box of beverage milk. Yeah, that's my favorite. Wait your turn, because everybody's together online waiting to get their lunch. Boys and girls, that was David Goes to School. Good boy, Fergus. Good morning, Fergus. Want to go out? What do you think his answer is going to be? Ready, set. Cat. Here he goes. Shooting off like a rocket. Okay, Fergie. Time to go in. Come here, Ferg. Come on, boy. Fergus, come here, Fergie. Fergie, Fergie, Fergie. Fergus. Fergus. McGlon. You come here right now. Please, Ferg. Come on. Let's go, boy. That's it. Good boy, Fergus. It's Mr. F, Mr. Itchy Boo Scratchy Man. Does that feel good? Tickle spot. I love a good tickle spot. Not on myself. On my puppy when I had one. Sit, Fergus. Down. Roll over. Good boy, Fergus. Fergus. Looks like somebody got into the planting pot. Bath time. Now let's go for a ride. Don't beg, Fergus. Oh, all right. Good boy, Fergus. Time for a walk. Fergus, no. Fergus, no. Good boy, Fergie. Dinner time. What's the problem? Better, better. Sweet dreams, little Fergus. Good boy. That's the end, boys and girls, of Good Boy Fergus. I have to say, my favorite page in this book is when it's time to go for a walk and the master is flat on their back with the leash in their hand and Fergus is on top of them and they say, good, time for a walk. You know, when the puppies are excited, they run right to you and practically knock you off your feet when it's go for a walk time. And I also love the page where dinner is being served, and if I'm not mistaken, the dinner was not that great. He didn't want to eat it until they put some whipped cream on there. Whipped cream makes everything better if you love whipped cream. That's it for Good Boy Fergus. Alice the Fairy. You still with me? You're staying with me, right? I know it's 4 books, but it's also a perfect time for 4 books. My name is Alice. I'm a fairy. I'm not a permanent fairy. I'm a temporary fairy. You have to pass a lot of tests to be a permanent fairy. I have wings so I can fly. I can't fly very high yet, but I can fly really fast. This is my magic wand. This is my blanket. Fairies use magic wands to change frogs into princes and things like that. I changed my dad into a horse. One time my mom made cookies for my dad, so I turned them into mine. Kind of like that trick. I felt bad about the cookies, so I thought I'd whip up a new outfit for my dad. Did I tell you he's the Duke of Morningside Drive? Well, he is. Golden sparky pants, purplish pinkish shoes, my favorite color. But clothes were too hard, so I made him a new crown instead. With my magic wand, I can make leaves fall from trees, and I can draw pictures on water. Sometimes I use my wand to disappear, but that's kind of scary. I'd rather use my blanket. Of course, I also have a magic mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairiest of them all? Well, what do you know? It's me, Alice. Thank you, mirror. Fairy dust is very useful. I use it to turn oatmeal into cake. I love oatmeal. I have to try that, boys and girls. Casting spells is another important part of being a fairy. Watch me make my dog float on the ceiling. Hocus pocus, crocus docus. Howkin towkin, rinkin falcon. Doggy foggin, biddle noggin. Okay, that one needs a little work. But a fairy must be very careful with magic. Once I accidentally turned my white dress into a red one. That made the Duchess so mad she locked me in the tower forever. I got away though. A fairy's life is filled with danger. Broccoli is often poisoned by the wicked Duchess and should never be eaten. A fairy's life is filled with danger. Broccoli is often poisoned by the wicked Duchess and should never be eaten. Fairies also hate baths. I'd like to turn my bath water into strawberry jello. That would be fun, but I don't know how to yet. You have to be a permanent fairy to do tricks like that. They go to the advanced fairy school to learn how. I'm supposed to learn how to make clothes get up off the floor and dance around and line up in the closet. I'm not very good at that though. I'll probably be a temporary fairy forever. The end, boys and girls, of Alice the Fairy. I'll show you my favorite page. I love the page where all of the fairies you have to be a permanent fairy to do tricks like that. They go to advanced fairy school to learn. And that's all the fairies flying into advanced fairy school. This is my favorite, maybe because it's fall outside and the leaves are starting to come down. With my magic wand, I can make leaves fall from the trees, and I can draw pictures on water. Isn't that beautiful? That's beautiful, boys and girls. Look at this cover. It goes from end to end, and there's a tree in the background, and her running with her wand. Beautiful, right? Bugs in my hair. One day, my mom made a terrible, awful discovery. Head lice. Ooh, I've never had that, but I've heard about it. There were bugs in my hair and they were laying eggs. Lice eggs are called nits. My head really itched. What in the heck were they doing up there? Lice-a-palooza? Alice, they were feasting on my blood. Actually, they were feasting on my blood. Ooh, ooh, no. Just the thought. Ooh, that gives me chills and goosebumps. Oh, the shame, the humiliation. Everyone will know I won't have any friends. How it felt, actual size of a louse. Louse is where the word lousy comes from. I wondered how I got lice. Maybe a sofa? From a bug? A hat? At school? At the movies? From my dog? I found out a bunch of kids had lice, had them. Relax, dogs don't get head lice. Can't blame the dog on this one. Nope. It was hard for some to admit they had lice, even to themselves. That's just dandruff. I think it's sand from the beach. It's probably ash from the volcano in Pogo. Other people thought they had lice even when they didn't. Just talking about bugs made my mom itchy. Her problem wasn't on her head, it was in her head. I heard about lots of cures. Shave my head. Bomb the bugs with the strongest chemical known to mankind. Mayonnaise. They all sounded awful. Lice, are you hard to get rid of? It was likely they took over our whole life. Mom did laundry every day to keep bugs from spreading. If we didn't stop them, they might conquer the world. Bugzilla. This was war, stinky stuff that lice hate, magnifying eyeglasses, knit comb, eucalyptus oil, peppermint oil, tea tree oil, etc. Mom read lots of books and magazines, and she armed herself with battle-tested anti-lice weapons. The party's over, little nasties. Finally, everything was laundered, treated, sprayed, combed, picked, and cleaned. We went to a professional lice treatment place, and I was pronounced bug-free. Guess where we get the term nitpicking? Guess where we get the term nitpicking? For the first time in forever, I got a good night's sleep. And then oh no, they're back. So we went through the whole thing again, and now at last those awful, disgusting lice are completely gone. And this time, I'm not taking any chances. Boys and girls, I learned something. I always try to teach you something. I learned something. Guess where the term nitpicking comes from? From picking lice, do you think? Interesting. Think I learned something. Because it's called a knit comb is what they use to comb the lice out. A knit comb, can you see it? That was my favorite page. This was war, stinky stuff that lice hate, magnifying eyeglasses. Mom read lots of books and magazines, and she armed herself with battle-tested anti-lice weapons. Go, Mom. That was my favorite page in that book. And also the page where, look what he's wearing on his head. He's not taking any chances. So boys and girls, those are our 4 books today from David Shannon. And I love these books because look at the beauty of all of these covers. I'll show you the covers right quick. They all have such interesting covers. So boys and girls, it is Miss Reynolds with B.O.R.E.D, Better Off Reading Every Day. It is my pleasure to bring these 4 books to you. And boys and girls, I just want to say to you, I do not own the rights to any of these books that I'm reading to you. But I do love reading storytelling magic to you every single day as much as I possibly can. Because as you know, it is Miss Reynolds with B.O.R.E.D, Better Off Reading Every Day, and it's absolutely what I do, sharing a little knowledge up here with you, a lot of love in here with you, and sometimes we do get to laugh a little, don't we? We definitely do. The going to school, we definitely laughed about the different things that happened with David. Fergus, when he was going out there for his walk and chasing cats. the Alice the Fairy when she turned her white dress into a red dress because she spilled something on it. And Bugs in the Hair when he caught lice and he waged war on them. So we're definitely getting in a little learning, a lot of loving, and some laughing. And that's all I'm ever really trying to do with you. But I also want to share something with you. Have you noticed how dark it's gotten while I've been reading? Have you? And I am so glad, because I want to share something with you, boys and girls. First of all, let's put these books away in our backpack. In my backpack. I'm going to put these books away. And I'm just going to back it up a bit so you can see. It's dark, right? You can see it. This backpack is a dragonfly backpack, or what I would call firefly backpack. The backpacks where the bugs light up. I hope I'm saying it the right way. If I'm not, I'm so sorry. But it's the bugs that light up. It's the lightning bugs. And there is a jar on here, as you can see. And this is the reason why I love this backpack. Inside is a little controller that you can put batteries in. And guess what happens? Look. Can you see that? Can you see them lighting up? And it's a controller, and it goes in different directions with the light. And I'm going to pull it closer so you can see it. Can you see it now? So it has a little controller inside, right? Comes with a little controller with buttons that you press. And then it changes the colors of the lights. It blinks a little bit, flashes a little bit, all different. And that is why I love this backpack, and that's why I gotten it. And I also got my initials on there. So I wanted to show that to you, because our first book was about David going to school. And of course, if you're going to school, you're gonna need a backpack. I got this one a while ago, and it's still going. The batteries are still going. There it goes. So what do you think? Cute, right? That's why when the light, I didn't turn on any lights today, because I wanted to share this with you. So what you would do is just stick this back in. And in order to save your batteries, it doesn't stay on forever. It stays on for a little while and then it goes off. You see how it went off just then? Cute, right? So you can be carrying your books that you love to read in a really cute backpack. Yes, you can. Or you can just carry them just like this. It has been my pleasure to bring these stories to you today. And I would love to say to you, and I am going to say to you, happy Monday. And I will see you again soon. Better Off Reading with Miss Reynolds.